You ever wondered if those Temu free deals are any good? Well, today we're going to find out. Welcome to AMG RC. So, hello and welcome to the brand new channel, AMG RC, with me, Steve, where hopefully on this channel we will guide you through and show you the joys of the radio-controlled hobby. I will apologise for what is a very blank, for lack of better words, studio. This is a brand new adventure for me with a brand new channel, and the more we do this, the more cars we get, the more this back wall will fill up with my collection. So today we're having a look at this. So the whole reason for the channel starting is this particular car here. About a month and a half ago I was buying off Temu and they offered me a free gift, and it said a professional drift chassis, professional RC drift chassis. So I went for it. It's meant to be a rip-off of a green Mercedes AMG GT, as you can see from the front. So we'll see what it's like. Now, I'm not expecting anything amazing. I'm expecting this to be a very cheap, hobby-grade toy. We can still have some fun with it, but let's see. And there we are. Okay, so the first thing I notice is someone's gone and stuck a sticker on the shell. What actually seems to be an all-right shell. It's got body pins. Maybe this is going to be quite a half-decent car. Probably not. Ooh, so what have we got? So it actually looks like we've got a spare set of tyres. They rubber tyres, actual rubber tyres. So they probably going to be all right. Charger. Some cones, which you would expect with a drift car. Ooh, fake brake discs. Very interesting. We've got the control, steer wheel control, as you would expect. Very cheap feeling, if I'm honest. So you've got your on-off button, you've got your steering trim, and you've got a light button. That is it. In fact, no, that's not even a steering trim, that's a throttle trim. So I'm expecting the steering trim is going to be on the bottom of this. But anyway, there is the car. It doesn't actually look all that bad. So you've got some lights in the exhaust, and there's some lights on the front bumper there, but not too bad. I do like the look of it. Yep, these have got hard plastic wheels on, and as expected, it is a completely solid plastic chassis. So you've got your steering trim on the front. Makes me think it's not going to be fully proportional, and you've got your battery case there with your on and off button. So I'm really not expecting much from this. So let's have a proper look under the shell of this thing. It does look very nice. It's a shame someone stuck a sticker on the top of it, and I bet it's going to be one of those stickers that rips when you try and take it off. Yes, it is. Now, quite obviously, this is a toy-grade car and chassis, so although there are screws to get into it, I don't think there's any point. It's probably going to have one or two circuit boards. All the electrics are going to be in one. So then, let's have a look at what you actually get with a professional drift chassis, or quote-unquote professional drift chassis. I'm not expecting much from this, if I'm honest, but let's have a look. So we've got a set of instructions that are, at the moment, Japanese. But at least they look to be quite comprehensive instructions. On the other side, we do have English. So at least you get some instructions. Now, we've obviously got charger just here and a set of rubber wheels. Now, to be fair to them, these wheels actually look really good with some very interesting tread. They look really good, look quality actually. You also get a set of brake discs to go with them. Now the car already has brake discs on it, but they're red caliper, whereas these are obviously bronze caliper. You also get two spare wheel screws because the wheels are held on by screws. You get two spare screws for the wing as well because the wing is held on with screws. And you've got 4 extra body pins to go with the 4 pins from the body. There is another set of warning instructions. Not sure what that's for. And obviously for any drift car that comes from one of these fast fashion or fast retail sites, got to be drift cones. Every drift car I've seen comes with a set of cones, and the more I buy these or review them, I feel I'm going to have probably 1,000 of these hanging about at some point. We've got the radio. Now, it's not the best radio. It is fairly cheap looking. It's not going to be anything special, is it? I mean, this is toy grade. It's not hobby grade or anything, but yeah, you can hear how cheap that is. But as long as it works, I wasn't expecting hobby or competition grade car. I was purely expecting toy grade, and essentially that's what it is. So let's get the chassis off, see what this looks like. Chassis, let's get the body off and see what the chassis looks like. So that's what a professional drift chassis looks like. And if you don't believe me, professional chassis. So yeah, this is what a professional drift chassis looks like. So let's get in close and see what it actually has. So, does it have adjustable turnbuckles? No. Does it have adjustable steering? No. Does it have adjustable camber and caster? No. Does it have adjustable toe in, toe out? No. Does it have adjustable anything? None. None whatsoever. So, yeah. No adjustment anywhere. But there we are. Professional chassis, apparently. Again, you can hear how plasticky that is. To be fair, that front splitter looks all right. Once you get the body on it, it looks really good. And then there's the rear of it. You can just see the LEDs in those tailpipes. So it's probably going to look all right. Let's just get the body on and I'll show you. So that's what the front looks like. It's all right. And then what the rear will look like. So it's not too bad. I like the look of this thing. I really do. If I could find a 1/16 hobby grade drift car that I could fit this body to, or if I could find, say, a drift car that comes with this body, I'd be well happy. But there we are. So what's left to talk about? There's nothing really left to talk about with this. It's toy grade, and yeah, so I think I'm going to get some carpet out, set up a track, see what it's like. Okay, so let's give this a go and see if we can get any drifting going on. So for a cheap Temu car, I'm not expecting anything special from this. And to be fair, considering it's only a small patch of crappy carpet, it's drifting all right. Unfortunately, the brake's a bit hit and miss. With normal RC drift cars, you'll get a handbrake effect, and so you can slide it into corners. There you go, like that. So let me show you again, see if it will work. So in normal RC cars, you brake and it will slow down, but this one, every now and again, you'll hit brake and it will want to reverse straight away, which obviously messes up what you're trying to do. And I've also noticed every now and again you'll lose lock, so you can't do tight turns like I am doing at the moment. But to be fair, it's drifting all right. Now, just like Zoolander, I can drift left really well, but I can't turn right. There you go, it's lost lock. Oh, it's back. Oh, I can turn right. Nope, straight into the wall. That must have been my blue steel moment, going turning right there. See, there you go, it's lost lock again. It's a shame, because this thing's, other than the lock issue where it every now and again just... So yeah, every now and again you'll lose full lock, so it won't be able to turn. There you go, look. So it's like it loses the steering endpoints. So let's see if we can get it back. There you go. So it's remembered its endpoints and it's drifting and then it's lost it again. Yeah, there you go, it's lost its endpoints. And the endpoints, nope, gone again. So it's like it loses its full steering endpoints. So there, it's got its endpoints back and you can drift it and donut it really well. But now endpoints are gone. You feel it, it goes from being able to turn tight to all of a sudden having no turning. And you really are having to work that power to get any form of steering. I mean, I can barely get it back onto the carpet there. Other than the steering issue, the lights look brilliant on it. They're only front and rear lights, so the front fog lights and I want to say rear fog lights, but they're not. They're more like exhausts, but they don't look like exhausts. So these are the rear lights you can see there in what would be an exhaust. So if you turn, they'll flash like an indicator. And if you brake, so power, brake, power, brake, and they flash. Power, brake. So that's really cool. I do like the lights, they look all right. And then on the front, yeah. So this endpoints issue really is annoying because you just can't get any consistent drifts going on. I mean, you'll do some nice big turns like that, and then you go for the next drift and you can't turn because it's like it's forgotten its endpoints. There's another good drift. Oh, no, that was my fault. And there, it's lost its endpoints, it won't turn. There you go, it drifts nicely, and then endpoint's gone. Drifts nicely, endpoint's gone. That's also some bad steering. There you go, endpoint again. So there you go, you've got endpoints drifting, and nope, gone. And I really can't predict when it's going to happen, which is a shame. Otherwise, this would be a nice little car for a space this big. So let me see if this will work. So I've gone full lock there. In fact, let me just bring the car in front of the camera. There you go. So I've gone full lock there. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. Full lock to the right. And the car just wants to go straight. So full lock to the right. And there's no movement there. Let me try that again. Full lock to the right, and there's just nothing. And there we go, it starts to go again. So full lock to the left, and barely anything. Full lock to the left, and barely anything. Which is really annoying because this, although it's a cheap, crappy Temu thing, this would probably been a hell of a lot of fun. So that was a drive of this little thing. Now I'm a bit gutted because although it's a crappy little toy thing from Temu that was free, I was looking forward to giving this a bit of a bash in the garage on my newly laid carpet, but unfortunately it's developed a bit of a problem. So you might just be able to see there's barely any steering lock to it. If I wiggle the wheels, it then gets full lock, but then you center it and you lose lock again, which as a drift car is really friggin' annoying. Drift cars are meant to have lock, that's why they drift. But unfortunately at this point, I'm gonna have to call it there because I can't properly test it. Well, can't properly test it to give it a rating or to give it a proper review, but that's the review, isn't it? That it's crap. Such a shame. I was really looking forward to it because I love the look of this little thing. It's so, I just love the look of it because it's Merc and it's yellow or green, and I like green, but such a shame. Luckily it's free, so it hasn't cost me anything, and I could probably sell it on Facebook and 10-20 quid for it, but oh well. It looks great, but it just doesn't drive. Oh well. I was looking forward to putting the grip tyres on as well, but anyway, this has been the first video for Amped RC. It hasn't really turned out the way I want. It was a bit of a damp squib, wasn't it? But thanks for watching. Hopefully you will stick around to see more RC content. I've got loads of more videos coming, better RCs coming. This was just something I got for free, and it was the first video for the channel. So this isn't going to be how the channel's run. It will get better. Just please stick around. Anyway, thanks for coming, and we'll see you in the next one.